Hello and welcome to this presentation of our trend report. We actually plan to have a little party here. Don't tell the others because then it will be crowded. But we are releasing the trend report for 2024 for Toyota Material Handling. And this trend report is created because we want to create a discussion around what is happening in the future, what to come, what threats and opportunities to keep an eye on. And we do that not to try to be precise and exact, but to create this discussion, because the more we discuss, the more we evaluate, the better view on the future we will have. What we will share with you here today is threats and opportunities coming towards us in the coming years. We will look into the most important changes and mention 5 of the things that we think will be important, and also mention a few things that you should keep an eye on if you're working in logistics. In the trend report, one core document we use is the trend radar. The trend radar is mapping all initiatives that are hovering around out there the coming years. You can see on the left side here initiatives from business and logistics, and you can see on the right side technology initiatives. Technology initiatives are not that interesting in itself, but it's what they might become that we are evaluating and tracking. The more to the center we put an initiative, the bigger impact we think it will have. And we have a time horizon, what is happening now, tomorrow, and also beyond. And far beyond you can see things like physical internet and super intelligence and initiatives that might not even be the truth, but they are driving development and are driving sub-projects that are important for us. But let us mention 5 key things that we think you should have an eye on if you're in logistics. The first thing is AI. 2 years ago, ChatGPT was launched, and there were quite a buzz around that solution. It created debate, what's good, what's bad, does it work, what can you use it for? But I think that was the first point in time where it really started to happen in people's mind that AI is here. And AI is here to stay. It will change our society. And for logistics, it will play a very important role. We can use it for visions, we can use it for cameras, we can use it for smart navigation, where our forklift trucks can be as smart as a human being. If you want to see an example, we have one right over there where we use advanced AI cameras to navigate through a warehouse environment. We can use it for support solutions, digital dressing room, and also forecasting to become more precise and exact in the logistics business. The second trend we want to mention here is automation. And you might say that, yeah, it's been around since the 70s. What's new about that? Yeah, it's been around since the 70s, and it's continued to develop there. But automation, both fixed automation and mobile automation, is developing with around some 10% every year. And there are drivers in the market saying that labor cost and problems to recruit people is pushing this. Even e-commerce is pushing it. And at the same time, technology is getting better, simpler to install, so it continues to grow. And you can also have a few examples you can look at our booth here to see how advanced it's actually becoming right now. My third example we want to mention is connecting things. Supply chain is an extremely sophisticated process. And if you want to optimize that, you need to handle it like in the Olympic Games where you have a relay. The next action needs to take place when you are at the finish line, and you need to fine-tune that. For that work, you need data. Data are generated by everything moving in supply chain. And we can use sensors today, cheap and very precise sensors in pallets, in goods, in forklift trucks, to get that data and then to try to optimize the supply chain to get it even more sophisticated. Today we celebrate a little bit a milestone for Toyota Material Handling. We are passing 250,000 connected trucks in the market, and it's a standard equipment on our trucks, helping our customers to become more efficient and drive optimizations through data. The fourth thing E-commerce. E-commerce is growing by some 10% every year, and there is a spread in matureness all around Europe. You have the lower mature companies with some 20% of people having bought or are buying through e-commerce, while the more mature countries are up to 80%. But there is still a long way to go and develop the e-commerce market. For logistics company, it means basically three things. The first thing is I need to transport boxes and small parcels instead of a full-scale pallet, so I need to invest for that. I need to also, if I'm in that business already and have a shop network, for example, I need to also complement that with a state-of-the-art e-commerce process, meeting the big giants like Amazon and so on. That is an omni-channel challenge that will be very, very difficult. The third thing that is very, very important and very difficult is the scrap rates and the return rates. In e-commerce, in clothing, for example, a 50% return rate is very, very common, and a recent study in the US showed that scrap rates are exceeding 20%, which is just a tremendous high rate that we cannot continue with. Our fifth trend spotting is around sustainability. Sustainability is changing the game. Previously we were measured around cost and speed, but we need to add another parameter now, and it is how well can we really do this job and also keep the planet in a good shape. If you walk around on a fair, you will see that almost all big players in the industry today are committing to zero targets. The difference might be the time horizon. Some are in a time horizon 2030, and you can see 2040 and even 2050. But this will change, and we need to change accordingly. If you want to know more how we are handling that, there is another session coming up in 1 hour where we can talk about that. I thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you are welcome to approach the bench, and we will talk more about that. Thank you.